It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
This next question is from Joseph. Joseph said, hey, I invest $18,500 a year into retirement. Step one, increase that to $19,500 this year and then increase it more next year because it's going up.
Well, you can't say that. Did he give you his income?
No, but he says $18,500. That's just a random number. You know why it's that way. We see this all the time. The 401k numbers change. People max out 1 year, then they get indexed. They don't max out anymore.
Yeah, but it's soon to be
$20,500.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. All right, here's his question. Should it all go into my company Roth 401k, so it's one account, or should I max the Roth, HSA, and then only the remaining into the 401k? So if I'm going to save $18,500, do it all in my 401k, so it's all in one account and it's easy, or is it worth doing some of these other things? And how do I know how to employ which one to do? And how
this is kind of a financial order of operations
exactly
question. This is every time we get questions, I'm like, man, if there was only a resource, a tool that you could go to at moneyguy.com/resources or learn.moneyguy.com if you really want to accelerate the wealth building process. Joseph, you are hitting all around steps 5 and 6 of the financial order of operations. And look, the easiest, simplest thing is just go, I'm going to set it and forget it and do it in my employer's 401k. And that might be great if you work for like a big Fortune 500 company and they have great index funds, they have no commissions, really low costs. But that's not what everybody gets. And usually you also have some variables that are outside of that are coming to play. Like you mentioned, HSA.
Mm-hmm.
We love us some HSAs because
my favorite account.
Roth IRAs grow tax-free. We know that, but there's a problem with the Roth IRAs. And I even see people, you're really a nerdy financial mutant when I see this comment. Because I'm always like, does that really bother them? Because when they say tax-free,
it's not tax-free.
It's not tax-free because what people, it is the tax-free growth. You know, so you realize when you put in the $6,000 into your Roth IRA, you don't get a tax deduction on that $6,000. So it's only when that $6,000 turns into $10,000 to $20,000, it's that $14,000 of growth that's truly tax free. You didn't get a tax benefit on the contribution. HSAs, triple tax advantage. I mean, these things not only you get a tax deduction, that Roth doesn't get that.
Nope.
You get tax deferred growth, meaning as long as if you do invest it, now realize majority of people, I think it's 94% of people use it as a clearing account. But if you did invest the money and it grows, if you're part of that financial mutant 6% that's investing it, you can let it grow tax deferred. And then if you use that money to pay off medical expenses, even if they're in prior years, as long as you have HSA coverage, it's tax free. So it's got the triple tax benefit to it. So that's why sometimes you're probably not just going to set it and forget it with the Roth 401k. You're going to want to make sure you pay respect to the HSA. And then maybe your employer offers you a Roth 401k, but it's horrible. It's with their golf buddy who has tons of commissions and fees. It doesn't have much diversification. That's why we do talk about Roth IRAs, because you control that. There's no excuse for you opening up a bad Roth IRA because you control all the decision making. You control who the custodian, who the investments are, what the fees you're paying. That's why we like that before the Roth 401k, because you have to just love the one you're with your employer plan.
Yeah, 2 steps. Go check out the free deliverable, moneyguy.com/resources. That way you can see exactly what Brian's talking about on the 9 steps. And if you want a deeper dive, go to learn.moneyguy.com. We'll actually walk you through each step in detail.